So my idea is that we know everything there is to know about the universe. Everything. I mean, why wouldn't we? Think about it. Why wouldn't we? We are children of the universe. How could we not know? It's like saying a cell in your body doesn't know that there's a tumor growing in your foot. Of course it knows. It knows everything that's going on in your body because the tumor gives off chemical signals and the cell detects the signals. Now the cell may not have the language to express what it knows. It may not filter into your conscious awareness that you've got a tumor growing there, but every one of your cells know what's going on in your body. Okay? And so we know everything about the universe, but we are only allowed pieces of information, packets of information, based on what we are able to receive, based on how our brains filter out everything that is too big for us to accept, is too massive, is too complex, is too advanced. So and I think it is a system that works according to proximity. So if something is close in proximity, you are more likely to be able to receive it. So for instance, and this is why I keep saying, like in the previous videos I made regarding this topic, that you have to stretch your ideas, you have to take what the scientists say and just stretch it just ever so slightly further than they have postulated, because you can't stretch it massively. You can't make a huge logical leap because it's just too much to get to at once. You can only stretch those boundaries just a little bit, just push against those boundaries just a little bit. And that is why I keep saying that we should not be widget makers. We should not be sycophants to scientists. We shouldn't sit around and wait for the scientists to come up with an idea and then we accept and then we regurgitate it on YouTube to show how clever we are. Because, oh yeah, I know, oh, but what did Bohr say? Oh, what did so-and-so say? Yeah. You know, I don't think we should be that. I think we should be citizen scientists, as I said before. I think our job for the non-scientist is to take that data and to blast it through our powers of imagination and to push against the boundary just ever so slightly and to imagine what it means. That is our contribution to reality, is the meaning that we assign to the world, how we organize and assess the data, because that's all a detector is, right? A detector is a means of organizing perceived data, which is really just a whole bunch of vibrations anyway, right? We receive the data and we organize it and give it meaning. And when people, the hyper-rationalists say, oh, well, there's no meaning to life. You know, we're just here and we're going to be here and we do what we do and when we're dead, we're gone. I mean, no wonder. I mean, that would be just terribly depressing. Because we must we bring something to the table, and our job is to assign meaning, is to use our imagination and push the boundaries ever so slightly and move forward, push the universe forward on a collective scale. That is our job, and we already know it, except that our brains filter out what is too big for us to accept based on our relative proximity to it. So kiss my ass, Jazz X. And you know what? You really need to think more acutely, meaning you need to really work hard at thinking about things and not just be a sycophant, a servile flatterer, and not go around trying to impress people with your not scientific regurgitated knowledge. That's not my job. That's not my job to make whoever Sagan or these guys look good and make them look better and regurgitate their data. That's not my job. My job is to imagine. My job is to be the artist, the writer, the philosopher. My job is to assign meaning to their madness, if you will. That's it.